Live from downtown Mobile, this is Mardi Gras 2015.
Welcome back, Gulf Coast. We are making Mardi Gras on UTV44. I am Colton Bradford, joined by a very special guest co-host, my big radio brother.
Man, I'm Matt McCoy, man. So excited to be here and so thankful that the staff of UTV44 and Local 15 were brave enough to actually allow me to be on with you for 2 hours live and unedited. This is, I know they're scared to death right now.
Yeah, they have to be,
They really are. And you, the viewer, get ready because it's going to be an interesting ride.
That's right. Again, we're on the corner of Conception and Government Street, thanks to our friends over at NAI Mobile. We have this awesome space to use, and you'll see all through, if you're just tuning in for the very first time, you'll see all the awesome coverage that we have. Right now, we're on the parade balcony. A little bit later on, you'll see me on the party balcony, and again in the Making Mardi Gras kitchen tonight as well.
This is so great. Like, before we actually started this broadcast tonight, they were telling me, you guys are actually on 2 different balconies, and I was like, awesome. Where are they? So I'm excited about that, too. So
we also have to say thank you to Mobile Chiropractic Associates. They help make Mardi Gras possible for you at home and for those of you who are watching online on local15tv.com. Now, tonight is a very big parade, so I see and hear a lot of viewers who are tuned in online as well watching this one. It's the MOTs, the Mystics of Time. Tonight is the 67th annual parade. But aside, before we get into the MOTs tonight, let's talk about all of the overall parade coverage. Now, we kicked it off with the Order of the Polka Dots just last week.
yeah, we did, man. I got to tell you what, it has been fantastic to actually watch as the parades have gone on, and the fact that we've covered them here. You had the Order of Incas, which I've got to give a shout out to all my Inca friends because I love them to death too. Then the Order of Venus. Then we covered the Order of Lachey, and those ladies can throw. I still have the marks to prove it. And then, of course, the Mystic Stripers just the other night. And actually, I have a very rare copy of Who Let the Stripers Out, which is a version of Who Let the Dogs Out with the Stripers. Crew of Columbus, and then, of course, tonight, the 67th Mystics of Time Parade, which is really, really, it's just exciting. When you see the dragons, it's like you just know that it is time for Mardi Gras there. We're also going to be covering the Infant Mystics, the Order of Dubs, of course, the Mamga Parade, and the Order of Myths, too. So if you can't make it down to the parades, if you can't make it there, you can always watch right here on UTV44, and then, of course, you can watch Local 15 and then just tune right on over, too. So Mystics of Time. I have a great story about this parade, which I have a special guest who's going to come on a little bit later on. I'm going to hold that for that. But they actually hold a very dear place in my heart and nearly sent me to the ER, my very first parade experience here on the Gulf Coast. I will never forget it. I still have the marks to prove it. But when you see Vernadine, which is the dragon for the Mystics of Time, and then you see Verna, and then you see Dean, it's like you know that that's what it is. And I remember the first time standing watching as the parade came through, the first time that Vernadine blew out the smoke, and I was like, oh, these floats are really cool. Whoa, the floats are actually working. It was amazing. And this is just this is the 67th of the MOTs. So we're going to see a lot of great things tonight. Again, this is my first time actually doing TV44 and Local 15 from what Colton and told me, Darwin, apparently a lot of things are going to come this way, so don't go anywhere because there's a good chance that I may get knocked right from where I'm standing. I'm going to actually throw it to Colton right now, who is actually in the kitchen cooking something up. Where are you, Colton?
I am not actually in the kitchen. I'm going to be in the kitchen in just a couple minutes. Right now, I've got to get the party kicked off, Matt. I'm hanging on our party balcony with the standout band and their man, Mr. hanging with us right now. Mario, how's it going, man?
Good, man. It's good to be here once again. Appreciate you guys.
Due to high demand, thanks to our Local 15 viewers, you were back again, man.
It feels good to be back, man. Hey, music, we love it.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about your music. Where can people find you online if they're a fan of yours already?
You can definitely find us on Facebook, that's Standout Band. And just make sure everyone go on and like the page. And you can reach me at Mario Multi Parish. That's on Facebook. And just like the page and just keep loving what we do.
And if you need a reason to follow them on Facebook, you're about to hear it. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
You guys are going to do some Trey songs tonight, right?
You're going to tell the secret, huh?
You are making on UTV44. Take it away, guys.
Do it. poison. And if we talking about, you gon' know that I invented that. Then I'm on to the next, unless you bring a friend who's with it. Oh, I'm sorry, don't be mad cause we came to the party. Like, no, no, no. You took your girl to the club and now she's gone. Oh, oh. And she asking me when I'm taking her home. Oh, oh. I told her let's go, long as you know that I know when we get along. I'm loving you tonight. I'm loving you tonight, yeah. I'm loving you, girl. You must be used to me spending, putting in the time, touching, loving, loving, can't make up my mind. Oh, 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 I'm loving you. Oh, 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 I'm loving you tonight. Time, touching, loving, loving, can't make up my mind. Oh, oh, I'm loving you. Oh, I'm loving you tonight. I'm loving you tonight.
The sounds of Standout filling our Making Mardi Gras kitchen. There is a party going on up in here tonight, y'all. What do you say? Happy Mardi Gras. All right. So we are hanging with Vincent Lane and the Crib Rollers and our boys from Fairhope Brewing Company. But first, we got to get to this barbecue, Mr. Vincent.
Yes. Well, we have just some smoked barbecue. We got the barbecue ribs with like a brown sugar glaze, coleslaw, corn salad, and then the pulled pork with just some barbecue sauce, just a honey-based barbecue sauce.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. I had one of those ribs earlier off camera, and the meat just fell off the bone. It was so good. How long does it take you to prepare for a rib that's that good?
Well, I tell you, it's really about patience.
Yeah?
You have to be patient. You can't rush barbecue. You can't rush good barbecue. So like 4 or 5 hours before those ribs max out. Maybe 6 or 8 hours on the butts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yum, and it is so good, too. All right, so now let's slide over. We got our friends from Fairhope Brewing Company that are hanging with us tonight because, you know, Mr. Vincent, it's not Mardi Gras. You have to have a little barbecue and some beer, right? Some booze. All right, so... Okay, so you guys, how is everything going over at Fairhope Brewing Company? You guys were here earlier this week, and you guys are rocking and rolling.
Yeah, we're just loving it up. You know, we're big Mardi Gras fans ourselves, so the more events like this that we get to do, catch some parades, just have a good time, spread our little poison around. And I got to give a shout out to Sunset Point over in Fairhope. They've got the last firkin of the King Cake Little Poison. If you have not had that, King Cake flavored Little Poison, delicious. Sunset Point, Fairhope.
Wow. Okay, so is this the King Cake?
This is the guy.
Okay. Now you're the brewmaster, correct?
That's this guy. He's the head brewer. I'm a brewer as well.
Yeah. Okay, so how long does it take you to brew a good batch of beer?
It takes usually between 2 weeks to a month, depending on the beer, depending what we need to do to it, if we add extra hops to it, or if we add, things like coffee, like we do to our Judge Roy Bean Stout, things like that. So usually it's 2 weeks to a month or so.
So, oh my gosh, that's so good. So how long does it take you to get this ready?
Well, this is our Little Poison Brown Ale, which is our Mardi Gras seasonal, as Tim mentioned. We've got it all over town this weekend. But in this, we actually put cinnamon sticks, vanilla bean, and some lactose sugar to really give it that king cake flavor. And that took about 3 weeks to get that flavor to meld before we poured it tonight.
Very cool. All right, now where can people find this this beer if they want to get some?
Oh, all over the place out here. I mean, pretty much if your bar is a quality bar, it's going to have some Faro Brewing on tap. You just got to look for that little pelican.
Nice. All right, now whenever we come back in just a couple minutes, we're going to have more with Faro Brewing and Vincent Lane and the Rib Rolling Crew. I got to tell you, Mr. Vincent, it smells, y'all, does it not smell so good up in here?
Yes.
Yes. All right, now, Matt, I am going to toss it over to you. I understand that you have a radio and TV icon that's hanging with you.
I really do, Colton. I'm so excited that he could actually be here with me tonight. The legendary, the infamous, the iconic, in some cases, notorious Uncle Henry is here with me to kind of talk about his experience, because you were here when Joe Kane actually rode in the first parade.
I've waited 30 years to go on TV with Darwin. 30 years. And I thought Darwin was going to be here.
Yeah, no.
And it's Matt
No,
McCoy.
it's me. I'm sorry.
I see Matt every day.
You actually
so
do.
I came all the way downtown. No Darwin. Not even a Greg Peterson.
No, I'd like to apologize for that right now. But and really, you don't see him every day because you've asked me not to come in to your studio and not to actually be seen by you. So
right,
I usually
let's
I go right around that. So.
Let's make the best of it and give you some time as opposed to Colton.
Okay, all right. Well, obviously, this is the MOT parade. It's the 67th. Uncle Henry really has been broadcasting for 30 years here? 30 years?
Yes.
Wow. So what we have to talk about your favorite parade experience, because a lot of you watching don't know that this is actually the second Uncle Henry do. What happened to the first one?
All right.
Can you tell the story?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Back in 1990, I was invited to be in the Comic Cowboys parade. It was an honor to be in their parade.
Of course it was.
I was pulled along in a trailer behind a float, and as the day went on, a young man in the crowd got very enthusiastic and bold, and a young punk, Matt,
yes,
leapt out of the crowd, jumped onto my trailer, and ripped my hairpiece off of my head, and he left my. I looked like this.
You did actually. This. It wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty.
He ran off into the crowd. I never got the wig back. I was injured. I was there in front of thousands of people on television. I had to leap off of the trailer I was on.
So he grabbed the hair.
Stop! Keep your hands down! Keep your hands down!
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep him right here.
So I
you
have
can
a bit
finish
of
the
a
story.
traumatic situation.
Now, what year was this?
This was 1990, that the hair was stolen from my head. So my favorite parade memories are of watching them at home on television. That's hosted by other people. And the one time I come down here after
to see
1990,
Darwin,
they pair me with a guy who keeps putting his hand up.
Well, I'm just saying, it would be easy to snatch the hair and take it. Okay. Because I could use some.
Put your hand down.
So wait, if this was, all right, okay. So if this was 1990, Uncle Henry, and if
Why
you're just
didn't I get
tuning
Colton?
in, this is the MOT
Why is
parade.
Colton in the kitchen?
So this person now, if this was 1990, this person would probably be, what, in their 40s or
Probably about your age.
About my
Probably
age?
about your age.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And if you're the one, why aren't you using it?
Come on now. There's no way.
All right,
I wouldn't know the way to properly care for your hair, Uncle Henry. So I think my favorite parade, and actually has to do with the MOTs. So I'll tell you one. Maybe this will make you feel a little bit better. Maybe this will make you feel a little bit better.
Tell us the story.
I actually came to the Gulf Coast in 2000, and the MOTs, it was October of 2000. The MOTs was the first parade that I actually went to, but beforehand, I was on a radio station, the same one you were on, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
And everybody was saying how great the MOT parade was, how awesome it was. And so I decided, being new, I would go against the grain.
That's his personality.
That's right.
Is to be the contrarian.
Exactly. So what I decided to do was I decided to go on the air and say the MOTs couldn't throw, that they were weak, that they had the worst parade. That was a very big mistake. The night of the actual parade, we were set up at Church in Jackson, and the MOTs threw boxes of chocolate-covered cherries, frozen moon pies. I don't remember the deluge of items that took me off of the large rolling radio boombox at the time, but it was brutal, and I really thought I was going to have to go to to an emergency room afterwards. So since then, every organization, including the MOTs, you guys are awesome. I don't argue anymore.
We both had traumatic experiences.
We have, but you know what? That's the fun part of it. You know, it really is. You got a new hairdo out of it. You know, I got several scars that I'll keep for the rest of my life that I can show off at parties and things. You know, I mean, there's always a bonus.
Can I say something, Matt?
Yes, Uncle Henry, please do.
There's a young lady as part of the production staff. She's not paying attention.
Brandy
She's
is like
waving
totally.
at people in the crowd.
She really is.
Dock her pay.
Well,
She's not paying any attention to what's
I'm
going.
not sure.
He just told a good story, and she's waving over there and looking over there.
I think that Brandy actually.
Would you stop it? Who are you waving at?
I think.
Stop.
Brandy is actually.
Brandy.
I think she's one of the business managers. I don't think she even does this regularly. You don't really do this regularly, do you? Okay, there you go.
When Darwin's not here, it's just chaos. When Darwin's not here, it's chaos.
It is chaos. It really is. But he did leave me something.
What?
He did leave me something. He said, there was actually a note when I got here, and Darwin said, Matt, thank you for filling in for me tonight. You're going to need these. And he gave me these.
Oh, it gets that bad up here?
I don't know, but there's a good chance you're going to lose that one.
All right, well,
saying.
I'll take my chances.
Okay. As long as I don't take it. As long as I don't take
All
it.
right.
It is good looking, though. It really is. What you can't see right now is actual staff members are taking pictures of Uncle Henry off camera. Yes.
Who is
yes,
that?
they are. They're actually
You're trying
lined
to
up.
distract me
That's what.
from
No,
the-
I'm
you're trying to
not.
make me turn
No,
around.
That woman right
You're
there.
trying to make
Ed, I
me
don't know.
turn
Can
around.
you pan over? Are you allowed to pan over there? No. All right. I don't want to get you in trouble with anybody in the truck. But for the most part, everyone's lined up. They're all like, Uncle Henry. See, that's what you mean to this community.
I'm not taking
hair
my eye
or no
off.
hair. That's what it means.
Was it planned for her to pretend to be distracted?
It had absolutely nothing to do with it, but you do need to move a little closer because we're actually getting on camera. So
all right.
Okay. Now, when can people hear you? We'll give you a chance to,
You can find me at UncleHenryShow.com. You can go to UncleHenryShow.com.
If you notice, he's not taking his eyes
I'm
off
not.
of me. Oh.
I'm not even looking. By the way, I'm very encouraged.
Yes.
I'm very encouraged because I've seen a lot of Alabama gear in the crowd tonight. Roll Tide, roll.
Die-hard Roll Tide fan right here. I mean, without a doubt. And, of course, I'm actually on 107.3 and then with Colton on 95 KSJ at night. So I'm glad to be here, and I'm honored that you actually agreed to come on and do this with me because I have no clue what I'm doing, really. I really, really don't. So I know I'm excited about the parade. We're watching the vendors actually coming by with all the stuff. My son is here, so he's...
Well, congratulations.
I'm pretty sure that he's bought just about everything off of every cart that's come by. So
I'm not looking. You want me to look
he's
son.
just right over there, Uncle Henry.
You want me to look for your son so that you can grab my head.
No.
Look, let's just... no more of this.
Okay.
Please.
All right. I promise you. I won't take the hair. So, but we really are excited about the parade. Should be rolling here momentarily. Uncle Henry, thank you so much for coming in.
Well, thank you for the
telling
invitation, Darwin.
The story.
Thanks, Darwin.
Of your hair, which is
Stop it!
beautiful.
Quit!
And you know what? No, I want to actually bring this up for just a second. Uncle Henry, you actually had your own television show.
Yes,
You
I
did. It was a cable TV show.
Yes,
right?
thank you, Matt. It was and trying to rub my nose on the fact it wasn't on broadcast
No, I'm just
TV.
saying that it was a great show.
You can go to YouTube and look up Uncle Henry Show, and you can see back when I was relevant.
You were still
You can
relevant.
look back, right?
You are still relevant.
YouTube Uncle Henry Show. You can find the relevant years where I interview people like Dot Moore and other luminaries.
And here's the great thing about watching those old shows. You will see people now that are, in high offices and in city government and stuff like that.
A lot of people are in heaven.
Some of them
A lot of people are in heaven that I
Some of them aren't
interviewed.
with us anymore, but you'll look and go, wow, is that so-and-so? So it's great. Okay. Uncle Henry, thank you so much for coming in.
All right, stop it.
I really appreciate it. Thank
How long
you
is
for
this gonna
watching.
last?
I'm actually going to throw it back over to Colton.
Stop it.
I'm going to throw it back over to Colton. I just wanted you to...
I can only imagine what is going on over there. Colton here, and I'm hanging back on the party balcony with Mario and the standout band. Mario, we just got a tweet just a couple minutes ago from Laura Anthony, who is watching online on Local 15 TV right now, local15tv.com right now, and she tweeted us and said, does Mario know any Usher?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do.
You guys know some Usher? All right, so we're counting down until the parade gets here. We're going to keep hanging out here on our party balcony, of course, with the Rib Rolling crew and our entire party crew. Remember that if you're enjoying what you see, make sure that you hit us up on Facebook.
15 Facebook page, tweet us, call us, make sure that we know it, because if you're enjoying it, we want to do it next year. And the only way that we can do it is by you letting us know. All right, so Mario, you ready to take it away, man? You have to do this for Laura, who's watching.
Thank you, Laura, for putting us on the spot like that. But we got you.
Yes. All right. We are making Mardi Gras on UTV44, getting closer and closer to the MOTs rolling right here at Government and Conception. Guys, take it away.
1, 2, 3, 4. If it ain't what you do, if you do what I do, she will be your tonight. Ha. Imagine she just came to get away, but she don't want nobody caught in a space. Wouldn't that be weird? Oh, yeah. She was up tonight to get down, but she don't want to be a part of the crowd. Wouldn't that be weird? Oh, yeah. I'm so confused. If you only knew, she came to give it to you. Ain't what you do, but it's what you do tonight. Girl, it ain't no shortcuts. Baby, give it to me right. If you knew what I do, she would be with you tonight. Take a look around the club, cause I'm so confused. If you only knew, she came to give it to you. Ain't what you do, but it's what you do tonight. Girl, it ain't no shortcuts. Baby, give it to me right. If you knew what I do, she would be with you tonight. Take a look around the club, girl. You see, there's benefits of being quiet. Just be cool, join the ride. Wouldn't that be weird? Oh, yeah. Don't be stingy when it past the J. Let her hit it if it's headed her way. Oh, that's weird. Oh, yeah. I'm so confused. If you only knew, she came to give it to you. Ain't what you do, but it's what you do tonight. Girl, it ain't no shortcuts. Baby, give it to me right. If you knew what I do, she would be with you tonight. Take a look around the club, girl. I'm so confused. If you only knew, she came to give it to you. She came to give it to you. Ain't what you do, but it's what you do tonight. Girl, it ain't no shortcuts. Baby, give it to me right. If you knew what I do, she would be with you tonight. Take a look around the club, girl. Go and have a good time.
Yes, that is the sounds of Mario and the Standout Band. We are making Mardi Gras here on UTV44. I am joined once again by our friends from the Fairhope Brewing Company and Mr. Victor Lane. Now, we have Vincent Lane. We have to give you a big shout out because you actually have a connection to this show.
Yes, my son Vance is the director of the show.
Yeah.
And he's been with Channel 15 for a while. But he got us out here and called and said, Daddy, please.
Well, look, Vance, I know that you're watching this as you're directing right now, and I got to say, dude, you have been eating well all your life because this barbecue is so good. Is it right, guys? Yeah. All right, now we were talking a little bit earlier about the good barbecue that's going on catering, right?
Yes, that's what we mainly do is catering, family functions, you know. We run the gamut.
And if people want to get in contact with you, how do they do that?
They can area code 251-421-6149.
Nice.
Yes.
Here in just a minute because I'm starting to get a little to the corner of Conception. also hanging with our friends from Fairhope Brewing Company. You guys are already partaking in some libations, I see.
It's Mardi Gras.
We were talking beers right now.
Yeah. Little Poison's the one that's just definitely been making its course right now. That's the one we dub our Mardi Gras seasonal. Another beer we're really happy to have back, Judge Roy Bean. It's a coffee stout. We're using Fairhope roasting coffee this time around.
Wow.
Local coffee shop. We get the beans the same day we get them cold brewed over to the beer. It doesn't get any fresher.
Yeah. And you know, that's so cool about our entire Mardi Gras special and how this all kind of goes down is, you know, it's all about local. It's all about things on the Gulf Coast, and you guys do a great job of making sure that you tie in as many local connections to your beer as possible.
Absolutely, and just from being here tonight, we can tell you that this man right here, Vincent, and his food truck will be showing up at our brewery sometime soon, because we love what we're seeing out here.
Yes. All right, now speaking of your brewery, where can we find you guys? Where is the brewery actually located?
We're on 914 Nichols Avenue. If you're going down Highway 98, you pass Thomas Hospital on your right-hand side. It's the next light. Make a left. We're right there on the right-hand side. Nice. And we're expanding our operation now. We're going to be in bottles, hopefully by the summer.
Wow. That's a big deal.
That is a very big deal. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Tim, I don't want to let him forget, but we also have our Merry Widows Stout out right now, which we're all going to see the widows tomorrow.
Right.
And it's always a little bit better if you got a little bit of that Merry Widows Stout in your belly ahead of time. Makes life a little bit tastier, if you will.
No, I've always thought, I caught up with you guys earlier this week, and I thought that the story about how the brewery got started was such a cool story. If you can give us a rundown one more time for people who are tuning in for the very first time, tell us one time.
Yeah, I guess the thing was, you know, I came in late into the game. I got here in October, and these guys had already been going for close to 2 years, but essentially we all had different careers. Two of the guys were lawyers. Dan was working for the newspaper. I was up in Baltimore as an engineer, and we all just had this same urge to kind of just leave that behind and explore a passion we all had, that was beer, and just have a life that's fun, have a product that we're passionate about, and just share it with the world.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah. I think that that's such a cool story. Now, I know that the other partners in Fairhope Brewing Company, they were lawyers, right?
Lawyers, yeah, that's right.
They're recovering lawyers now.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, I'm going to toss it one more time out on our party balcony as we are waiting for the MOTs to hit us here on the corner of Conception and Government. You are making Mardi Gras on UTV44 with the Stand Out Band. We are making Mardi Gras right here on UTV44. Colton Bradford, joined by my big radio brother, Matt McCoy.
Thank you, Colton. Man, thank you for actually having me come in and fill in for Darwin, who just texted me and said I look like a cross between the old and the young Terry Bradshaw. So thank you, Darwin. I thank you so much for that. Anyway, a special thanks to Mobile Chiropractic Associates, too.
That's right.
And for everyone bringing this broadcast.
And NAI Mobile for letting us use these balconies. I mean, can you not beat this balcony right now
this
for
is
Mardi Gras
awesome.
2015.
Yeah, and we make a wonderful target, too, for the MOTs because it's all lit up. You guys can see everybody's waving right now. You can see the lights from the police cruisers and the motorcycles, and then our lights, which totally light up Government Street.
That's right. All right, and again, we're on the corner of Conception and Government Street, and you'll see as the parade starts to make its way down here, the crowd will get bigger and bigger. What Darwin and I have noticed is that once the parade starts rolling, everyone who's over at the convention center, Civic Center, the big round one, which one is that?
The Government Plaza.
No, not that.
Which one?
The big round one. What's one? The one that they're going to tear down?
The Civic Center.
The Civic Center.
Mobile Civic Center, yes.
Sorry. That they start migrating their way over here.
They do, actually. Yeah, well, that's part of it. I mean, I know I bring my kids all the time, and you go with, you know, the one part of the parade when they tear the barricades down, you quickly run to the other one.
That's right. All right, now tonight, the Mystics of Time. It's their 67th annual parade, and it's on Valentine's Day tonight, which kind of leads into their theme, which is Love Stands the Test of Time.
So sweet.
You're looking at the Garbage Can Brigade making their way down Government Street.
They are...
Hey, you got a cord to hook to?
You know, sometimes the cameraman gets a little extra love.
Yes.
A little extra love.
Now you're looking at the USA Marching Band. Now this is a pretty interesting fact. Tonight was their very first pre-parade pep rally.
Oh, I know. It was exciting.
For the MOTs tonight.
It was absolutely amazing. And they actually had it on the front steps of the Civic Center previous to the MOT floats getting there. So the family and the revelers stopped by. It was just a good time for everybody.
That's a good one. Let's take a listen to the sounds of the USA Marching Band. University of South Alabama Marching Band.
Go Jags!
Yes.
Believe it or not, I actually taught Colton at the University of South Alabama. And here you are inviting me on your live broadcast program. So it's exciting.
Now the MOTs, of course, they are famous for those three dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Verna Dean and then her two children, Dean and Verna.
And Verna, yes. Very creative naming.
Yeah.
Verna Dean came up with. Right now as the marshals go on by, there it is.
And the emblem floats.
Yes.
With Father Time high atop as the Mystics of Time get ready to roll in downtown Mobile.
All I can think of watching this float is Father Time. Look at it. Father Time's got some strength. Almost hit Uncle Henry with that throw. Almost. It was close. Very close. Uncle Henry's still protecting his hair from me. So.
Again, in honor of their parade falling on Valentine's Day, they chose the theme of Love Stands the Test of Time. And so tonight, their floats are going to take a closer look at some of the more unusual couples in history and pop culture.
Which should be interesting all in itself. The parade is already amazing, Colton.
Yeah.
I mean, you add that on top of it, and that just further makes it even better. You got the Baker High School Band coming through right now.
Fact about Baker High School is that they are the largest high school in Mobile County, and you can tell by how large their band is.
Yeah. Impressive.
School, making their way down Government Street. Again, we're on the corner of Government and Conception in downtown Mobile. It is the perfect place to catch Mardi Gras 2015.
We're up on the balcony. I know a lot of people, including my son, are lined up in front of us. And thanks to NEI Mobile for giving us this sweet spot, because it really is sweet, to be able to watch the parade from right here as they come around the corner. And then, of course, Mobile Chiropractic Associates for helping us bring this broadcast to you.
That's right. And again, if you are streaming online on local15tv.com, you have not missed those infamous dragons, Bernadine and then her two children, Verna and Dean. And if you have family out of town who maybe are from Mobile and they remember this parade, you might want to call and tell them. Tune in to local15tv.com so that way they can see the dragons as they get ready to make their way to downtown Mobile. McGruff the Crime Dog and Mardi Gras favorite.
When I was a kid, I used to do McGruff impersonations all the time.
Yeah.
Loved it. Oh, here we go. Colton.
There she is.
There it is.
The world famous Bernadine. Making her first appearance way back in 1949.
My son just ran the opposite way from the barricade. That is hysterical.
The mighty Bernadine has become an icon of the Mobile Carnival celebration. A true Mardi Gras classic, she follows stoically behind her monarch, Father Time.
Maskers firing the confetti. It's awesome. This is, Bernadine was actually, I was telling the story a minute ago, you weren't here. You know, this was my first parade, and I was amazed by the floats. But the first time that Bernadine actually breathed fire and smoke, I was like, whoa, they just took it to the next level. Yeah. Whoa.
Some marshals
trying to get the glow sticks up here to us.
Yeah.
Go with some glow sticks.
Another interesting fact about the MOTs is that they have more bands in their parade than any other organization.
They actually do a competition. Colton, correct?
Yeah, that's right. And including their next band from Moss Point, Mississippi, the Moss Point High School Marching Band. Getting ready to strut their stuff as Mardi Gras 2015 continues right here on UTV44. Moss Point High School making their way through Government Street in downtown Mobile.
Of course, a lot of local people know the band Three Doors Down from Moss Point.
That's right.
So some famous folks coming from there, aside from just the band.
Celebrating their 67th annual parade and ball on this Valentine's night. And again, if you haven't heard of the theme tonight, it's Love Stands the Test of Time. So they're going to take a good look at some of the most famous and iconic couples of our generation in pop culture.
There she is, Colton. It's the Queen, Miss Rachel Catherine Mayberry, led by her Frog Prince guards. The Queen of Mystics of Time always sits on her royal throne amidst the white swan of her magical vessel. Her entourage, look at they are letting it fly, Colton.
More marshals making their way as the MOTs continue to roll in downtown Mobile. We're on the corner of Government Street and Conception. And we have these awesome balconies. We have our parade balcony, which is where Matt and I are right now. And then we have our party balcony, which is where all the action is. Speaking of action, Blount High School making their way into downtown Mobile.
Mighty Leopards, been to many a game. One of some of the best football games that I've seen for Blount High School. Along with them being on the UTV44 High School Game of the Week, I've actually done some sideline reporting for them. It was a lot of fun.
Colton. Following behind Blount High School as she is weaseling her way down Government Street is Bernadine's daughter, Verna, making her first appearance in the Mystics of Time Parade with her brother way back in 1959. Verna is, of course, the daughter of the mighty Bernadine. As she chases her mother down the street, her many shades of pink and classic scales can be seen, billowing clouds of smoke.
Uncle Henry is actually taunting the maskers to throw the beads up here on the balcony where we... Oh, they almost made it that time. And, oh, Brandy almost taking that one.
Behind Verna is the Escambia County High School Marching Band, the Atmore Blue Devils.
And you know, you cannot have Verna. You cannot have Verna, Colton, without having Dean.
That's right.
Her troublesome, actually, Dean reminds me a lot of you. The troublesome,
where does that come from,
younger brother who is constantly getting into trouble. You know, that would be you. Actually, he's the younger one of the two.
Yes.
So that's true. Blue with bright golden accents.
He made his debut way back in 1959 as well.
Now, he just blows smoke. Which actually reminds me a lot of me, and not you. So, having a lot of fun. Moon Pies almost made it up here for that round. I've actually watched a couple of the broadcasts, Colton.
Oh, yeah?
My favorite is when Darwin and you seek shelter under the table, which is actually right in front of us right now.
I have a feeling that we will be doing that again tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm ready for it. I'm prepared.
The city of Mobile's mighty marching Tigers get ready to throw down on Government Street. Let's take a listen.
trying to rehearse their dance moves with them, and they actually told me that I needed to come up on the balcony and do this part of the job. That I was going to hurt somebody, so I stopped immediately.
There we are again.
Yes.
We are on the corner of Government Street and Conception Street, hanging out on our parade balcony right now as the Mystics of Time take downtown Mobile.
It's always great to see the signs that people make. You know, hit this, bet you can't hit this. And I have to say, I've ridden in a few of the parades, and it really does get your attention. You really want to hit the sign when they make it. This, you know, yelling somebody's name, making a target, whatever you can do to get their attention.
The next float tonight is the title float. It's the Mystics of Time's newest dragon.
I almost caught a box of moon pies. Sorry, Colton, I got excited.
As you can see once again, here we go, Matt. Get ready to brace yourself.
Yes. Oh, I'm ready for this.
Heads up.
Oh! They got some strength. Yeah.
Love stands the test of time. Ooh.
That's going to leave a
Oh,
mark.
I got some crackers.
Oh, look at that.
Come on. Let's see what you got.
Yes. The guy in the safari outfit. He's out for blood. Interestingly enough about that float. Brand new to the actual parade and the most innovative lighting effects in Mobile's entire carnival celebration, Colton.
Wow.
So,
and the dude in the safari has probably the best arm.
Yeah, that guy needs, somebody in the majors needs to look that. He needs to play for the Bay Bears of the Wahoos, because
following behind the title float tonight is Central Hayneville High School from Hayneville, Alabama.
Marching Lion Band.
To head to the MOT's ball tonight. Again, it's the 67th parade for the Mystics of Time tonight. Making their way down Government Street right now and following the theme of Love Stands the Test of Time is Morticia and Gomez from the Addams Family. Making their debut in the New Yorker magazine in 1938. It's a satirical inversion of the American family ideal, and to this day, they remain the creepy and the kooky, mysterious and spooky.
They'll always have a special place in my heart, just because I do and have at times filled in as Uncle Fester's stunt double. So, I actually went as Uncle Fester for Halloween one year. Oh, that one knocked down a monitor. Uncle Henry took that one directly in the chest. Are you okay, Uncle Henry? He's good, he's good. He says he's okay. When you're watching our broadcast of the MOT's parade, and you see the beads flying, they're coming directly at Colton and myself and everyone on the balcony here.
Calhoun High School from say that, Matt. Lachachi, Alabama.
Absolutely. The Marching Tigers,
yes,
everyone.
The Marching Tigers.
Tigers.
Again, the theme tonight for the Mystics of Time is Love Stands the Test of Time. So you're going to see a ton of famous couples, including their next float, which is Peter Pan and Wendy.
I mean, who does not love Peter Pan? Of course, Peter Pan, the boy who never wanted to grow up. Colton and I can definitely identify with that.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Perched high atop the float, you will see Captain Hook and all of the Lost Boys. Whoa!
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm actually, I'm beginning to wonder that maybe Darwin should have left a little more protection than just some goggles.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put on my goggles right now.
Yeah.
And prepare for mass chaos, because I have a feeling that it's going to get a little crazy tonight.
Marshals tonight throwing out the glow sticks and the beads. Next goal is Williamson.
Keeping total of how many packets of crackers we have caught. Right now we are at 5.
Yeah.
5 packets of crackers.
Most of them
6
came
footballs.
One guy in a safari outfit. So
the fabulous Dancing Dolls following behind Williamson High School tonight.
for watching the broadcast. Following, we are actually got to say a big thank you to NIA Mobile for the prime location we have here, Colton, right on the balcony, right on the main route here on Government Street.
Yeah. And we have our party balcony on the other side, which is where Fairhope Brewing Company.
Stand Out, the band.
Yeah, and Stand Out, the band, they're hanging out.
Yeah, having a great time. Mobile Chiropractic Associates helping us bring this broadcast to you, then possibly helping you afterwards, depending on where you get hit and what you get hit with. In our case, it was peanut butter crackers.
That's right. Continuing on with the parade tonight is another famous couple, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. I mean, you cannot forget those eyeglasses, right?
Definitely not. What a lot of people don't know about this, Colton, and I don't remember this, but Uncle Henry was actually telling me this. The original Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head were actual potatoes. Like, when you bought the toy, you got all of the things that you put on them, but you were supposed to put them on a real potato.
Now they're aiming for Uncle Henry.
Yeah. So. What you can't see is off to our left, Uncle Henry is taunting every float that comes by.
As you can see, Andy's Toy Room is the backdrop tonight. And under the enthusiastic protection of the Green Army men, there's Uncle Henry right there. Look at him taunting the parade.
Yes, he's actually... look at him. Look at him like, what do you got? What do you got? Bring it on. Yes! Everyone applauds. That was a very, very well thrown Frisbee. That was awesome. Uncle Henry actually had to take some meds after that. I think he's okay, though. That was great.
Continuing on with the Mystics of Time tonight is Viger High School's marching band. You cannot mistake the green and whites whenever they make their way to Government Street. Marching bands helping us continue our coverage right here on UTV44. We are also streaming online at local15tv.com as the Mystics of Time get ready to throw down in downtown Mobile, making their way to Government Street right now is the unknown sailor and the girl. One of the most iconic pictures of all time.
You know what? I gotta tell you, asking Uncle Henry to be a part of this show is great. I've never gotten this many throws in my life. Oh, Frisbee right on top of everything. Man, that is awesome.
Very cool flip. Much more than a timeless kiss. That epic photograph captured the 20th century.
Of course, it's the 67th MOT parade. That's what we're covering tonight. On Valentine's Day, love stands the test of time is the theme, so you'll see that throughout the floats. Colton was mentioning moments ago.
That's right. RC Hatch High School making their way to Government Street right now. And a quick cracker update. We are now up to 8 packets of crackers that have been thrown to us.
One thing's for sure, we'll eat good before and then after the parade.
Let's take a listen to the RC Hatch High School band. Tonight is the 11th float of the parade as the Mystics of Time continue to make their way to downtown Mobile. Again, we're on the corner of Conception and Government, and as you can see right now, the crowd has made their way over here. Look at that. All the revelers getting ready to have some fun tonight.
I love all the signs. What you're looking at right now is the Julius Caesar and Cleopatra float.
That's right.
And they've actually got a really good balcony on top. And a really good aim, too.
I'm going to try to read and dodge beads at the same time, Matt. You block me. Are you ready?
I got you.
Here we go.
I got you, Colton.
While politics and war were the sparks that ignited this unlikely union, the colorful images of ancient Egypt formed the backdrop for this scandalous relationship.
Hit this guy next to me. The guy next to me.
Between two of the most powerful rulers.
Sorry, man.
In the ancient world. That's Julius Caesar and Cleopatra. Whoa, heads up, Matt.
Now they've stopped actually directly in front of us, which is never a good thing. Oh!
Whoa, that was a giant bag of beans.
That was a huge bag of
Whoa, watch out, man.
And a football. Uncle Henry said before they got here they would never reach the balcony. He's totally in denial. Denial! He's in denial. Let's go. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Make It Mardi Gras coverage continues right here on UTV44.
It's Cleopatra's denial.
Oh, I get it, man.
Thank you. There you go.
Oh, my goodness.
Colton, there you go. That guy gets it. Look at him. He's got his arms up. He totally gets it.
Following behind Julius Caesar tonight is King Kong and Ann Darrow.
Look at them. They're like, what you got? Oh, yes. My favorite, banana moon pie. What you hear, what you can't see, is everything.
Oh, good catch. Watch out.
It's actually coming right up here, right us now.
King Kong and Ann Darrow. Again, their theme tonight for the Mystics of Time is love stands the test of time. So you're looking at some of the most iconic couples in pop culture. Following behind King Kong is the Blowhouse Brass Band.
Some sort of British accent or not, but...
All right, you try to read it with a British accent, Matt.
All right, do you want me to do it?
Ready,
it's
set,
going to be difficult because they actually got this.
Go for it. I'll block you. Yes.
Symbolic to many of the breakup of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time. There's possibly been no union in pop culture that shared more attention than that of John...
You sound Scottish.
Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Yes, he sounds like He looks like Dr. Evil.
Actually, I look and sound like Dr. Evil. I can finish it that way. Eccentric and odd by any standard, Scott. They shared a musical and spiritual relationship that endured until 1980.
You can give it up now.
Where are the sharks with lasers?
Making their way down Government Street right now is the Mobile Olympia Brass Band. Let's take a listen. The next medieval float making their way to Government Street in downtown Mobile is Robin Hood and Maid Marian. The accounts of love between Robin and Maid Marian date back to the 16th century, where tales of valor
I got you, man. You go ahead. I got you.
unrequited love continue through today.
Again, what you can't see is, as we try to describe the float to you, the MOTs have given us a general description.
Yes.
One of us tries to tell you what it's all about. The other one tries to block throws as they bounce off the balcony here, thanks to NIA Mobile and Mobile Chiropractic Associates. So,
What's the famous line in the movie Dodgeball? Dodge, dip, duck, and dive.
That's right. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a moon pie.
And that applies to Mardi Gras here in downtown Mobile. As the Mystics of Time continue, it's their 67th annual parade and ball. Tons of revelers have made their way right here to Government Street. Again, we're on the corner of Government and Conception. Thanks to our friends at NAI Mobile, we have this awesome parade balcony and then our party balcony where we'll have more post-parade action in the kitchen and with Mario and the standout band.
You know, I swear, you cannot have Mobile Mardi Gras without the Excelsior Brass Band.
That's right, Mr. Clarence getting ready to shake it.
Look at him go!
Right here in downtown Mobile.
Clarence, the dancing man, you'll see him at the Hank Aaron Stadium during the 7th inning stretch. You'll see him leading the Excelsior Band.
Check out those shoes that he has on.
Oh, those are hot. Only Clarence can pull those off. And actually, we had him on the show.
Yeah, we did. Darwin interviewed him.
I saw Darwin interviewing him, yeah.
Just last week.
I actually remember a few years ago when they had said that they weren't going to let people walk in the Joe Kane parade, and that included the Excelsior Brass Band. And the uproar was so huge, they did away with that.
Wow. Raised in the African jungles by the Mangani great apes, Tarzan eventually meets his American love, Jane Porter, where she finds herself marooned in the same jungle. Now, Jane's gonna return to civilization here in downtown Mobile, but Tarzan leaves the jungle, you know, in search of his one true love.
Which is very true. And if you're going to find it, you can find it here in Mobile. Find your true love. Good.
Whoa! Yes, here we go.
The onslaught of throws continues on the balcony here. You know, the funny thing is they're actually aiming more for Brady and Uncle Henry.
Okay, all right, I think we're safe now.
Probably shouldn't have painted the target on my bald head before we started the parade.
Again, we cannot say thank you enough to Mobile Chiropractic Associates for helping make our Macon Mardi Gras coverage possible. Potentially the most famous couple of all time, right next to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I agree. I agree.
Santa and Mrs. Claus. Behind, you know, every great man is an even greater woman. And while Santa rides his sleigh spreading joy to all of the children in the world, this float may give us some indication as to why he's the jolliest of elves in such a big hurry to get home.
Although I do have to say, if these were his elves, not much would get done. You know? They could probably test the Nerf balls out because they've thrown quite a few up here.
Bay City Brass Band. Now here at Government Street in downtown Mobile. Interesting as to why you'll see so many marching bands in tonight's parade is that the #1 priority of the Mystics of Time is to provide the citizens of Mobile with the finest parade and ball of the season. And that's why they launched the Mystics of Time Champions of the Street Marching Band Competition with 13 bands in the parade tonight.
I'll tell you what, it really is. The bands are fantastic. The floats are, I don't know, they just seem more colorful this year to me. And of course, for over 40 years, Miss Piggy has been convinced she is destined for stardom and will let nothing stand in her way, Colton. Her love for Kermit is legendary. But her capricious behavior is no doubt the fuel for Kermit's fear of commitment.
Oh, I thought he was aiming for you.
I thought he was too. I was a little distracted by Miss Piggy myself. But Miss Kermit and Miss Piggy.
You know, we were talking about the Champions of the Street Marching Band competition just a couple minutes ago.
Yes, Colton, yes.
And the purpose of the competition is to encourage participating bands to raise the level of their performance by offering cash prizes, trophies, and marquee positions in the next parade to the top 3 winners. Now, the winners from the 2014 competition were Baker High School in first place, Moss Point High School in second place, and La Chapoca High School in third place. I had to make sure that I said that, right?
They were the Marching Tigers, I believe.
Look at all the revelers here in downtown Mobile.
Wow.
That is so crazy.
You can tell they've lifted the barricades and the other. Uncle Henry, be careful. Yes!
The 18th float of the night is Rhett Butler and Scarlett O'Hara. Born among the pre-war days of the Old South, Rhett's passion.
I totally just saved you from an entire bag of Butterfingers.
Whoa! I'm going to keep trying to read, Matt.
No, you read.
Keep blocking.
I got you.
Rhett's passion is continually thwarted by the spirit headstrong Scarlett. In the end, Scarlett finally accepts her love for the dashing yet wily Rhett, only to find that he has closed his heart to her forever.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel like your wingman here, dude. I really seriously do. This is like Goose and Mav up here on the balcony.
All right. We're safe right now for a couple seconds.
For just a minute, and that's about it.
The 19th
festive party hat.
Yeah. The 19th float of the night for the Mystics of Time. Getting ready to make its way here to downtown Mobile. Check out the crowd. They are having a great time tonight. I think it's safe to say that this is the largest crowd in attendance since we've been here doing our broadcast.
Well, you know, this is my first one, Colton, and it's amazing the amount of people that are here, the signs. Everybody's just having such a great time.
The final float of the night is Doc Holliday and Big Nose Kate. Now, the Wild West was never wilder than on the streets of Tombstone, Arizona. Tombstone, Arizona is a western town which is best known for the shootout at the OK Corral.
Oh, yeah.
Also the center stage for the fiery and sometimes violent romance between the Tennessee gambler and pistolier John Henry Doc Holliday and his Hungarian companion, Kate Hironi.
All I can think of is the 90s version of Tombstone.
Yes.
And all I can hear is, I'll be your Huckleberry. That's all I can hear in my head.
Again, the parade might be over, but our coverage is not. We've got more with the standout bands.
We do.
Plus, Fairhope Brewing Company, they are still in our kitchen as well as Vincent Lane, and he's got all kinds of good barbecue. We will catch up with them in minutes. A big thank you to Mobile Chiropractic Associates for helping make our Mardi Gras coverage possible.
And NIA Mobile for the awesome location here, right on Government, right here in the balcony. Man, this has been so much fun. Colton and everyone at UTV44 Local 15, thank you for having us, myself, and Uncle Henry on. This has been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun. And let's see, if we can...
I do have to say one thing. The guy in the safari hat who actually hit us with all of the crackers. Do we have them, Colton?
Yes, we do. We have a handful of them. I'm pretty excited about
I am too, actually.
Cracker Count 2015.
This is his hat, by the way. Yeah. You can't throw crackers at me and Colton and not think there's going to be some carnage.
Overall tonight, this is just a handful of them, but it looks like, by the looks of all this, we've caught the entire store's worth of crackers tonight.
I just like to say, this is the greatest parade I've ever seen.
Oh, boy.
Thank you so much for all the crackers.
I'm going to run over to our party balcony.
The floats were gorgeous.
Matt, you take it away for a minute.
13 were gorgeous. It's beautiful floats I've ever seen. All right. Again, I want to thank you for watching the broadcast. I'm actually going to bring Uncle Henry back in over here. Uncle Henry? Uncle Henry? I want to get your take on this. And let me give you your microphone back.
My take on what?
On the parade, because honestly and truly, we caught most of the throws because you were taunting the floats as they came by.
What do you mean taunting?
This was Uncle Henry's pose.
I didn't do my hands
Very
like that.
standoffish, very like, oh, you can't hit us up here.
I did have my hands like this because these people, you have an expectation that they would get it up here, and they weren't doing it. They weren't really. They tried.
You worked it so hard. I'd like to give you the Butterfingers and the Hershey miniatures. I think you need these.
Look, that's okay.
To go home with.
Give it to the staff that's worked so hard trying to pay attention.
Here you go. You can have these.
Yeah, give it to the little child.
There you go. You can have those as well. I will give you $20 too if you steal his hair.
All right, come on, Matt. It's been years since I've been to a Mardi Gras parade. I didn't know that there was the manner of dancing was very lascivious. Did you see that?
They were, yes.
I mean, that was very...
You have to understand, Uncle Henry, Uncle Henry ballroom dancing is lascivious. And I don't even know what that means.
There was all kind of movement.
Let's throw it on over to Colton, who has made it to the party balcony. Colton, what's happening over there? What was that word?
Lascivious.
Thanks, Matt. I am on the party balcony continuing our Making Mardi Gras coverage right now. And if you're just tuning in, you have missed a great parade as the Mystics of Time continue to roll in downtown Mobile. All right, now I'm hanging with Mario and the Standout Band. Mario, what'd you think about the parade, man?
Man, it was awesome, man. Can you tell I'm just shining everywhere, man? Loving it, man.
Now, look, there's still people who are hanging out underneath this balcony because the music was so awesome. So you're going to give them another taste of it, right?
We're going to give them a little taste of the Mardi Gras.
Yes. We are Making Mardi Gras on UTV44 with Mario and the Standout Band. Take it away, guys. UTV44, and a big thank you to all of our guests in the kitchen, of course, Fairhope Brewing Company and Mr. Vincent Lane with the barbecue, and then to Uncle Henry for gracing us with his presence tonight, and to my big radio brother Matt McCoy for filling in for Darwin. Again, do not forget to tune in to Local 15 tonight at 10 o'clock to catch up on all the latest on what's happening on the Gulf Coast and elsewhere. Now, Monday night, make sure that you tune in right here to UTV44 as the Infant Mystics and the Order of Doves get ready to take to the streets of downtown Mobile. Darwin will be back with me, and we will be live right here on UTV44. Now, it is Mardi Gras weekend, and that means that Fat Tuesday is just a couple days away, and be prepared because Local 15 and UTV44 have all the coverage that you need. We kick it off Fat Tuesday morning, and we go all the way until that night with Darwin and I closing it out right here on UTV44. All right, did we have a good time tonight, yo?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, on the count of three, let's just give them one big happy Mardi Gras, and how about a cheers? You guys want a cheers?
Yeah.
Well, wait. You can give us a high five.
Okay,
Ready?
high five.
1, 2, 3. Happy Mardi Gras! You're making Mardi Gras on UTV44. We'll see you next week, guys.